I'm going to marry you.
Excuse me?
So, hi Ruslan, how are you?
Hi, Mahima. I'm very good. Thank you.
You look great.
Oh, thank you. So sweet.
So, congratulations on all the success that your trailer has received. People are loving it. It's all over the internet.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised myself. Honestly, when I signed this movie, I was told that this film is for Africa with an African cast, African production, nothing to do with India. It will not affect my career in any way. Nobody will even watch it. But today it's a worldwide Netflix original. So I'm shocked and I'm surprised, and honestly I don't know what to make of it, because even I saw the trailer and I was like, this looks good. I guess, I'm as surprised as everybody who's watched it.
So, even though you knew that it was only going to release in Africa initially, what made you say yes to the
Yeah.
project?
It was a different experience, right? I was gonna romance an African girl and work on a film with an African cast. So how they approached me was, they told me that this is a movie, and their costume designer is from India. His name is
Oh,
Rahil Raja, and he does a lot of Bollywood films. And so he was already on board, and he was given the duty of like referring or finding an Indian actor for them. And their reference was, we want somebody who looks like a Bollywood actor, because it was like a Bollywood theme, or like a Bollywood collaboration kind of a thing. And he approached me and he told me that there's this big African film happening, and he told me a lot about the project. He sent me all the actor profiles just to explain to me how big this film was for Africa,
hmm.
wherein the actress Ini is like a big star there. She would be like somebody like a Deepika Padukone for them. Then the actors who play her parents, her father, his name is RMD, what everybody calls him, and he's like, let's say, like the Amitabh Bachchan over there. So he's been in like maybe 100 movies, and he's like
Wow.
a big star. He was playing her father's role, and it's a rom-com, and it's a lot to do about a father and a daughter relationship, wherein a African girl falls in love with an Indian boy, and that is the concept of the movie. And so they wanted me to play this Indian boy, who is like the perfect guy, but still the father would refuse him. And how eventually the father would get convinced is what the story was. So I wanted to do this movie just to experience, first of all, working with, maybe a different set of actors, a different country of actors, and also romancing an African girl.
Wow. So, did you learn anything about the African culture as well?
Yeah, they're big into music. You know, they are completely like Bollywood is, and they love Bollywood. They love actors like RMD himself. He's a big fan of Amitabh Bachchan, and his
Wow.
personality is also like that. When you meet him, he's also like a 6 foot, 6'3", tall man like a Amitabh Bachchan, and he even said a few of the dialogues from Khuda Gawar. So they know all the Indian movies. Apart from that, their cultures and all our cultures are very similar. Our food is very similar. uh, so there wasn't much difference, in the interaction with them. They are also English speaking like we are in India.
Hmm.
um, so I really didn't have any, I didn't feel that okay, they are African and we are Indian. It just felt
Wow.
like we are all just one community.
No, that's great. So, how did your family react to the trailer, to your performance in the trailer?
uh, yeah, everybody liked the trailer. That's one thing that I've also got as a feedback. And they were pretty impressed, because I didn't talk much about the project even at home. Everybody knew that I'm going to Africa to do a film, but I never sent them any pictures or any stills. And even when I was working there, I didn't really take any pictures on the set. Like normally on social media you keep
Hmm.
putting up pictures, or behind the scenes kind of thing. But I never did that, because I thought, how does it matter? In India, people are really not going to be bothered about me doing this movie. They're not even going to watch it. So I really didn't do much of it. But now, even they said that everything looks damn good, and they're also waiting to watch the movie, because only when you watch the whole film will you know that what kind of has gone into it, and what work I have done.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet?
I haven't watched this movie, and while I was shooting it, I used to not go and see anything on the monitor because I thought, मतलब इंडिया के लिए नहीं बनी है यार, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, अच्छा काम किया होगा मैंने. And I really took it for granted. So honestly, I don't know what I've done. I do not know what kind of performance I've done. I have totally chilled through it. I was just enjoying myself over there. Even in the scene where they have, I come out from the water and some James Bond kind of shot they've taken of me. That was for my entry in the film. So I was eating and enjoying, one night, 2, 3 days before that, they were taking me all over the place to eat and all. I was hogging away, and I knew that I had a shot when I have to come out from the water. If it was in India, in an Indian film, I would be working out constantly for like 1 year to get that one shot. But yeah, I was chilled out because I thought कि India में तो किसी को देखना नहीं है. So when it actually came in the movie, I was like, yeah, thank God I'm looking okay, I'm looking fit, yeah. And I don't know how that has happened. It's like God has said कि इस बार बचा दिया, next time now work hard.
No, you're definitely looking great. Your co-star is looking really beautiful. You guys are looking awesome together.
Yeah,
And
she's a gorgeous girl, yeah.
yeah, she definitely is. And I mean, it's really great. You didn't even know the movie was going to release in India, and now it's one of the most talked about projects. Like, people are calling it a fresh breath of air.
I don't know what to make of it. It is a fresh concept, I think. Just having an Indian boy and an African girl together, I think visually it's something interesting. Yeah, you want to see this pair. At least I would want to see if there was another Indian actor in it, somebody who I knew or somebody who works in our industry, and he had done this project. It was coming on Netflix. I would also want to see कि क्या किया क्या इन लोगों ने, and what kind of chemistry, how are they looking together. I would be inquisitive.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very interesting concept because, and I think many people can even relate to it. I mean, it's about intercultural relationships. I mean, I know that my parents would accept anybody I bring home, but they will be initially shocked, like your on-screen mother is.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is the kind of film it is. It is not overtly dramatic कि India में होता तो मतलब it's not the trucks of people from the gaon are going to break this wedding and all that. And it's not that लड़का लड़की भाग के शादी कर रहे हैं. It's a modern take on it.
It's very
As in
real.
how yeah, it's real. If we went to our parents and said that I want to marry this African girl, my parents would be like, is he serious? That would be their initial reaction. The next reaction would be like, maybe it's a phase, breakup ho jayega. And eventually third reaction is like, yeah, really they're doing it, usko kuch samjhao. I think that is the kind of approach anybody in our family would have, and that is the approach in the movie also. So there's nothing overtly dramatic, but there is a drama in it, a real drama.
So it's going to be lots of fun to watch.
I'm hoping for the same.
So your character is Raj, is single and very much ready to mingle because right in the beginning of the trailer, he says, yeah, I'm very single and yeah, I'm going to marry you. So tell us something about him.
So that single line, I added myself only for time pass. Because I just, my director had really given me like a leeway. And like I told you, I was just having fun because I thought कि India में तो कोई देखने नहीं वाला है. So I could do whatever I wanted. And I really had no fear of being judged. So I was just chilling all through my shoot. And I just did my lines, and I used to add lines wherever I wanted. And my director used to let me. She used to think it's cute, it's cool. हाँ मतलब cute है because in the introductory scene where I meet the girl for the first time, they said that this is this girl and she's single and this is Raj. So and I said and I'm single. So I just added all those things wherever I could.
No, it's really cute. Okay, so in the film, there's one scene in which your mom and your girlfriend are kind of competing while they're serving you food. Has that ever happened in real life?
No, in real life, though, I'm married and she was my girlfriend before. She doesn't cook only. So competition going. So yeah, that competition has never happened in real life. But yes, on set, they actually got food. So my producers, they own restaurants. So all the food had come from their restaurant, the African cuisine and the Indian cuisine. So my director said that you can eat how much ever you want. And everybody knew that I love food. So my food and everything was really looked after. And she said that this you enjoy. So there was like butter chicken and all the Indian things that we
Wow.
know of, and all the African dishes that are famous there were all served and heated in the microwave, because I said, "Nahi yaar, thanda hai, main nahi khaunga," and all. And it was really served like that. They said that we will shoot this at lunchtime, so you can really eat and enjoy. And they really served me all the food, and I was eating. And in between, I was eating also. They said, "Listen, you can't eat so much of both the food. ऐसा लग रहा है कि there's मतलब nothing, you're just eating." So I said, "Okay, so just take the shots first, then I'll eat." So I just did little acting and all like that कि क्या यार ज़्यादा खिला रहे हो, and then I just ate my food. So it was a great fab lunchtime shoot that I had.
It seems like a very fun experience that you've had.
Yeah, the shoot was actually very chilled out, and the scenes were also so real and relatable. Even Sujata Sehgal, who plays my mother, uh, she also just enjoyed her work and just didn't have to stick to lines, because it was like how any mother would react, right? Like, what the hell is going on? And there's an African girl over here, and why is she in your room and why is she in your house? So she just reacted to those things, and how her portrayal of her character and the kind of way she surrounds me, and whatever she tells me that no, she cannot sleep in your room, and all these kind of things are so real. And even as performers, when we were doing it, we were just having fun. So we had a blast on set.
That's amazing. Okay, so Ruslan, this is not your first project on an OTT platform. You worked before on digital platforms, and then you worked on television, you worked in films. I mean, you've done it all. So do you think the content that releases on OTT, it receives a different kind of response from the audience than the films? Do you think so?
Yeah, obviously, because what else happens is OTT platforms are so easily available at home, on your phone, on your laptop, iPad. You can watch it anywhere, and you can watch it in isolation. So it's not that your parents or your family members or anybody needs to know what you're actually watching. So that gives a lot of liberty to the OTT platforms, wherein they will find an audience. They can make any kind of content, and there is somebody watching that content. So that is one thing. Also, there's no censorship, so you can really do whatever you want, which is also a negative in a way, because there's a lot of sexual content also. uh, there are lots of bad language on OTT platforms, even in scenes which are not required, just because you can. So likha hua hai script mein. So that is also, there are a few negatives, but there are a few positives also, wherein you get a lot of diverse stories that you can tell, which you can't make a film on, because you might be worried about कौन जाएगा देखने को, but घर पे बैठ के शायद लोग देख लेंगे. So that is the advantage of OTT. And at the end, it's like cinema only. There's no real difference. Like when I was shooting this, I was actually shooting a film, right? It is released on an OTT platform now, which will have a wider reach. But when we shot it as a film.
Wow, that's great. Okay, so before we take your leave, there is one very important question that I need to ask you. What is your favorite thing about Namaste Wahala?
My favorite thing about Namaste Wahala is that it is a love story uh, about two different races. And I am a believer of being able to love whoever you want, from any background, any religion, any caste, any gender as well. If you love somebody, you should be able to be with them. And the fact that I am part of such a film really makes me feel honored and also proud.
Wow, so basically, love is love.
Yeah, love is love, and you should have the freedom to love who you want.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ruslan, for this great chat. All the very best for your movie. I'm very excited to watch it.
Thank you so much, Mahima. Please watch
Thank
it.
you.
14th February, Valentine's Day.
Definitely. All the very best.
Thank you.
Bye bye.